Okay, let's talk about how to actually lose belly fat. You've been working out, you've been trying to eat right, but that stubborn belly fat just ain't going nowhere. Sound about right? In this video, we're gonna look at the truth about losing fat. No gimmicks, just stuff that actually works. Hi, I'm Alec. I'm a personal trainer. I've got 17 years experience, and I'm also going through my weight loss journey myself, so I know exactly how you're feeling. So let's first have a quick look at the myth of spot reduction. So when I was a kid, my dad used to do various sort of sit-ups and crunches in the living room every single morning. He would do hundreds of these sit-ups, and he was convinced that this is going to be the reason he got in shape. He thought he was doing exercise to shrink his waist, but the thing he never actually looked at was his diet. Every day of the week he'd do all this work, he'd go right back into eating the same way he always did. He thought that exercise alone would be the answer. Do not make the same mistake as my dad did. Why it's wrong, not just with my dad, but with so many people. They think that if they just hammer away at their abs, they're gonna lose fat. Their thinking kind of makes sense, but it's kind of wrong. They think that if it's sore, it must be working. The reality is doing sit-ups or any isolation work is going to build muscle and it's going to work the muscle, but unfortunately it can't do anything to really remove the fat that's on top of the muscle. Imagine taping a pillow to your stomach and doing 1,000 sit-ups. After the 1,000 sit-ups, the pillow's still there. Same sort of thing here. If you've fallen into this trap, just know that it takes a little bit more than just doing sit-ups to reduce your belly fat. So what's the truth? The truth is fat loss happens all over your body, not just in one spot. So remember in Shrek, when Shrek told Donkey, onions have layers. The same sort of thing with fat. We've got this body shape at the moment. If we're overweight, it's this shape, and it's probably gonna reduce in that shape. Unfortunately, we can't just think, oh, I need the belly to go, so all the fat's gonna go from this spot. Just simply doesn't work that way. Unfortunate, I know. And if it did work that way, I would do it, and I would tell you about it. So when you're losing weight, your body will decide where it comes off from, not you. The key is to create a calorie deficit, meaning to burn more calories than you actually eat. Your body will then have to go somewhere to get that extra calories. It goes to your fat stores to make up the difference. So instead of spending hours doing sit-ups, crunches, planks, and core exercises, instead just spend a little bit of time focusing on your calorie intake. That's the real secret here. So the second thing I want to talk about is nutrition is key. You know this, but you don't act like you know this. And here's one of the big things I see a lot people struggle with is the weekends, overeating at the weekend. This one is an obvious one, and people when asked about it act like it doesn't happen to them. And the truth is that most people that are overweight have no idea how many calories they're actually consuming, especially over the weekend. Monday to Thursday, people are normally okay with their food. It's sort of healthy, it's not too much, they're not going mad. But when the weekend comes around, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, it's a whole different ballgame. People start to relax a bit, or maybe a lot. It could be a big brunch, it could be drinks with your dinner. It always ends with snacks, watching TV. And without realizing it, you've just ruined the whole week. Monday to Thursday, all that progress you made has been undone by just chilling and just eating a few too many calories, drinking your calories. And it's so easy to do, but it's something that you have to be aware of when you are in a fat loss phase. And then people are doing the weekend warrior thing, going crazy at the weekend, they'll ask me, they'll say, Alex, why am I not losing weight? I've been good. I've not been eating that much. But then we'll talk through what actually happened at the weekend. And as you can imagine, it's not quite as good as they first remembered. When we talk through how much calories are in a beer, how many calories are in a burger and chips, they soon start adding up. And then we forget about the chocolate and we remember that. And then we have that big breakfast and the fry up. And you can see how one day can turn into 3 days worth of calories quite easily at the weekend. So all these little choices add up. And remember, when you're in a fat loss phase, it's just for a short period of time. It's not for life. So don't stress, don't worry about being stuck in this for life. No, just until we get the results, and then we can loosen it up a bit. We'll have our treats here and there along the way, but you need to be, when you are in the fat loss phase, you need to be aware of how much you're consuming in order just to pull back slightly and then get results. So when you go crazy at the weekend, you can easily undo the good work of the week. Doesn't matter if you've ate chicken salad every lunch and had the perfect meals throughout Monday to Thursday. It's very easy to wipe out your calorie deficit. You just look at restaurant calories. One meal's well over 1,000 calories. And then you add drinks to that. You have the bread before, you have dessert after. That's the whole day's calories in one go. You might even go into a surplus, which means you're gonna add fat if you go crazy at the weekend. So as we touched on a bit earlier, you need to be in a calorie deficit in order to lose fat. You need to be in it consistently and across the whole week, not just the bit before the weekend. The good news is you don't have to be super strict all the time. You just have to be aware. You can still have a treat every now and again. Just don't eat like an asshole. That's all we're asking. Be mindful. And point number 3 is prioritize strength training. Stop relying on cardio. A lot of people, when it comes to fat loss, think that they have to spend hours on the treadmill, on the bike, or rowing. They push themselves hard, and then after a while they realize the belly's not going, and they get frustrated. So if you're doing loads of cardio and your body's not changing, listen up. You may want to change approaches. Number 1 thing to look at is what we just talked about, the nutrition side of things. But if that's on point, you may want to swap to strength training. Cardio burns calories, yes, and in this fat loss game, muscle is our friend. It will help you burn more fat in the long term. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body will burn, even when resting. This is why strength training is such a powerful tool for fat loss. You don't need to live at the gym to get results, no matter what that guy on Instagram tells you. In fact, you don't even have to go to one at all if you don't want it. I myself currently training at home, don't want to join a gym, happy with the equipment I've got at home, happy with the results I'm getting. And if strength training scares you or you're not quite ready for it yet, don't worry, you don't have to do it either. It's just a preferred thing. If you want the best results and the fastest results, strength training needs to be in the equation, but you can still get results without even doing it. Just get out for a walk, just get your exercise up somehow, get that blood pumping, and do something that's going to burn just some calories. Make sure you do something that works for you. People go wrong here. They know they have to go to the gym or exercise, so they think, I'm going to do 7 strength training sessions a week. I'm going to go to the gym every day because that must be good, right? But they hate the gym. They don't want to go to the gym. It's not going to fit in their lifestyle. They're too busy anyway. So what are they doing? Stop, breathe, think for a minute about your current lifestyle, your current commitments, how much time you've actually got available to do this. Can you make time? Can you move some things around? At the beginning, you might only want to fit 2 sessions into the week. That is fine. 2 is better than 0. It's better to do 2 good sessions than try and do 7 and just doing 1. You know what I mean? You need to be consistent with this. And doing something you actually love or you actually enjoy is going to help you do this long term. If you hate the gym, you hate going there, it hurts too much, it's too sore, it's too complicated, do you think you're going to do this past 3 months? No, not even 21 days probably. So pick something. The way I like to look at it is, how can you snowball it? So 2 sessions a week can snowball into 3, can snowball into 4. If you enjoy it, keep progressing, keep getting better, make the sessions more complicated, get a better program, hire someone to do programming for you. But it all starts with starting small, then going bigger and bigger and bigger. Aim of the game is you want to be fit, you want to be in shape, you've got to do it and think long term, not what am I doing next week. You've got to think further than that. We've covered how to actually lose belly fat. Now, if you're looking to enjoy the process, I did a video on that just here. If you click that, it'll tell you exactly how to do that. I'll see you over there.